a lot of videos. And I go back and look at them and think, man, that was a good video. That was really useful and helpful to people. And so what we've decided to do is go back and find the 5 best vehicles in a category, and we have 15 categories we're going to do it in. So some of the categories will be cars, SUVs, Class Bs, vans, minivans, schoolies, shuttles. 15 categories. I thought, how did we come up with that many? But we've got them. And so it will be like our 5 best videos, and we're going to put it together like an open house. So you know how sometimes you like to peek in on people's houses and see what they really look like? Well, these are open houses, so no peeking. People have opened them up and said, hey, come and take a look. And so we'll have 5 different cars, and you can look at it and you think, well, that's a good idea. Oh, but that's even better. Or, wow, I never even thought of that before. And so if you're thinking about these vehicles, 15 categories, you can decide, you'll see into each of them so many and pretty quickly, and get more ideas. And maybe you can choose the vehicle, the category of vehicle. And then once you choose a category of vehicle, you think, that's what I'll do. I'll take that from there, and I'll take a little bit from there. Man, I'm going to have a great home. Okay, let's take a look at these 5 vehicles.
Then this is just a shelf unit that I have in the back. And this set of drawers faces in for my little office back here. And this is my garage. My garage is just 2 drawers.
Now, we should say now, this is the base of your bed.
Yeah, this is the base of my bed. And I have some wood on here that pulls out, which we'll show you from the inside.
No building the bed, no frame, no nothing. Just plastic drawers and the bed set on top of it.
Yeah.
Plastic drawers and plastic drawers. Really simple, really cheap, really easy.
So the main focus of the van was to have a desk.
Right.
And be able to sit and work at a regular sized desk. And this desk is 41 inches long and about 20 inches wide. So it's a pretty big desk, and I'm really happy with that. And, you know, this just works great for me. This whole drawer set is just for office stuff, which is why I turned it around instead of having it out towards the back of the van. And then you asked me how many of these 2 drawers it took for the bed, and so there's 4 here. And I had split these 3 into 2 drawer sets. They came in 3 drawer sets. So I just have my clothes in here. And I put these on to lock the drawers so they don't open.
Just a couple of screw eye hooks, one top, one bottom, and a dowel that goes through it, and it can't open.
I keep wood so that I can push it over the wheel well. So
it's just ideal. You got your workspace, plenty of storage, plenty of shelving, and nothing other. There's some screwing into the desk. Other than that, there is no construction. This is a no construction zone.
Yeah.
And this is our 2500 Dodge van 1996. So welcome to my home. This is my van. Show you the general layout first before I go into the details. Over here I have my dog's main bed, which is lifted up and filled out with my sewing fabrics in bags and just contained very well under there. And it just builds up the whole bed for my dog, which is wonderful. And then the main thing about my van basically is I don't have a build out. So what I have in here is a metal bed. So I've taken the original bed couch out of this van and I put in a metal bed. And this is really the only place it could go because of the wheel wells in the back. But it suits my purpose pretty well and allows me to store all kinds of things under the bed, including my butane stove, which I use to cook on, and all of my pots and pans. I do use piddle pails. There's one of them there. But that just provides a lot of storage. I have 8 gallons of water throughout my van just stored. There's about 4 or 5 gallons just behind that seat there. So coming to the back of my van, behind those pillows, I keep my dirty clothes basket or bag. And then I guess the main thing back here are my dressers. So that big brown one is my main dresser for all of my clothes. And it's so wonderful to have that. It just makes life so easy. Before I had things in containers and I would have to move the containers. And then back to the right is essentially my business. So that's made up of handmade clothing that I've made, waiting to sell and ship out. As well as baskets of yarns. And I have this big felt container there, which is really a great container for the van. And then you see I have this little 3-drawer dresser there, also holding probably more yarn. On top, I have my basket that I use to crochet. And this stuff is bungee corded in, but it basically doesn't fall. I have these stick pads there that help everything stay in place. Now, over here, I want to show you sort of my food kitchen area. I have a set of drawers with a bunch of food in there. And I like to keep a bunch of food. You never know when you're going to end up camping out somewhere for multiple days.
Because I can't do the build. You don't have to. That's the good news. You don't have to do the build. It can be really, really simple. We bought a cot. The most important thing is a cot. You'll be comfortable, you'll be off the floor, and you'll have storage. You get all those things, and we'll put links into this and other cots that will work in here. So you can see here that we've just arranged a bunch of plastic drawers and things. So this one we've opened to the outside. You can open it from here, and we didn't want to lose this. The bed is fairly deep, so we put storage here. If you had a battery, you could put a battery here. And so just drawers. And very quickly, you'll start to realize this is office supplies. All my office supplies are here. All my toiletries, I wouldn't put toiletries here. Tools, I'd put a bin here with tools that you don't need to get very often. So you would come back around here and get your tools, things you don't need often. You'd just think it all through and you'd make good organization out of nothing. I mean, this is like $5, $7 at Walmart. And these, I think, maybe they're 10, 12, I don't know. It's been a while since I priced them. Well, let's go around and I'll show you some more. So here, I've got an exact matching drawer, and you open it to the inside. So the things you need often, you get here. And these don't have any real inclination to roll out. It can't go forward. It's up tight against the seat. This wedges it. It can't. That's really not going to move anywhere. And where the big forces are braking, and that's the problem. And if you'll stick the camera in here, Brad, you'll see I've got a drawer unit in between. Now that problem with that is I'm blocking you from getting in the back, and you may not want that. I'm just showing it to you as an example of how you could really maximize your space. I mean, that thing must be about 8 inches. Whatever size your minivan is, all the dimensions will be different for every minivan, different years of minivans. You can find something that fits in there, and if you may not want to do that and block that, you could pull that out. And I also just stuck this water in here. You got to have water. You want pretty easy access. That's a perfect jug for right there. And then these are something I really highly recommend. Soft totes, because they can go anywhere. They're not going to go flying around. Different size totes. This is still enough room for the entrance. Here's an odd space. So you find an odd bag for an odd space. And as this fills up, it expands. And as you use it, it gets smaller. So, there's a little cubby, you stick something in there. And these soft items are what are easy. And they're tall, they're skinny. That's just organized. You know exactly what's in here.
Here's the sitting position, and this is wonderful right here.
Yes.
But it's the most comfortable bed I've ever had.
Right, and that just fits your body.
Just perfect, yeah. You got your legs propped up, and it's just so comfortable.
That's just amazing.
It is. I mean, it just has everything I need.
Now, you do lose a fair amount of storage space because of it.
But you live smaller.
Right.
I mean, I don't need that many things. And like I just bought some new dressers, but only because my other ones were worn out. I bought some cheap ones because I didn't know 100% that I'd be able to do this. So I got these, and I will do some more, adding to and building, but I don't feel the need to just jump out and, run and do it, because I'm happy like this. I'm comfortable. And that's all I wanted, was to be happy. And if I want to travel or if I want to just chill, I'm okay.
Great. Yeah. 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 And so really you've done for the rest of the van what I call a no build build.
Right. Right.
Is there any carpentry in here?
No.
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 There's no carpentry. And so you've just put in plastic drawer units.
Right. Yeah. I have room for my towels and washcloths in the bottom, and then my pants or shorts, my pajamas in this one, and my blouses in this one. And in this one I have I have my plates and bowls in this one. I have some groceries in each one of them. And I don't even remember what. Yeah, the bowls are in there. Yeah,
kitchen stuff.
Kitchen. And then snacks in here, junk food.
Weights on the bottom,
Yeah.
so it handles it well.
Yeah. Yeah, I do have it strapped down with bungee cords, but I've never had a problem with it tipping or even hear it bumping the wall. So, I mean, I would on a really rough road, but. And then when I wake up in the morning, I fold my blankets, and we have 3 pillows, and I just stack it all right here. And these are storage pillows. I don't know if you've seen anybody. I ordered 4 and Amazon sent me 8.
Oh, wow.
So I put like stuff I don't wear all the time, like my heavy duty clothes from Indiana.
Right.
I don't want to ship them home, so I just put them in this, and I have a couple pillows with stuff in it just for extra storage.
And then sometimes they go behind your back or behind your head.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're useful.
Yeah, they're nice little, I just put little cushiony items in there, so, yeah.
Here is your fridge.
Yeah, I'm probably going to get an electric one at some point, but this is a 55-gallon Lifetime. I bought it on eBay, but Walmart does carry them.
Stripped it out, and then this is a no build.
Uh-huh.
So the van. These are 2 coffee tables that I got at Habitat for Humanity, and I put them like this, and then put some wood over the top, and then that's the bed, and then it's got these little drawers. And
So
then,
it's just a piece of plywood sitting on.
it's not even plywood. It's this it's the pieces of wood that are glued together in strips, and it's very light. Plywood's too cumbersome for me to deal with. But I can deal with this because they were only like 17 inches wide, maybe 14. I'm not even sure. But I had them cut them at Lowe's.
So this is just furniture that you had on hand and probably from your house?
Yes. This I had for years and years. I got this for $25 at a garage sale. And I did cut it up, and I felt really bad because after I started cutting it, it had square nails. So it was definitely an antique, and I sort of butchered it. Because in the back, there's where the fuel comes in. And so I had to cut a little bit of that out.
Right.
And then this was $10 at the Salvation Army. And the bottom, this is where the wheel well is back there. So this little drawer is only a half a drawer.
What a clever idea.
And I just
taped it up.
I just duct taped it back together.
Very clever.
And then I bought this cabinet at the Habitat for Humanity.
No, Code, go on.
And this just holds tons and tons of stuff.
And really organized.
Yeah, I do like to be organized.
You gotta be in a small space.
Yeah.
It's pretty much mandatory. Really nice. So it's just go to the thrift store or Habitat for Humanity and find good stuff.
Yeah, this was only $20.
Right.
Yeah.
That's couldn't have been any better.
And then I put these baskets in at the last minute because you need someplace to throw things that aren't going to slide. And I just took a shoestring and tied them on. All these little gizmos are from IKEA. I went and got all these little bins and everything.
With just a plastic drawer here.
Yeah, this was, they have the ones that are twice this wide. This doesn't take up much space, and it holds just everything.
Wow.
And then that little shelf was a bookshelf that was in my bathroom. And I brought it in and turned it upside down so it would have the little lip, lip here so the stuff wouldn't slide out.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just screwed it in that way and then got some wood and screwed it to the top. It's not all that pretty, but it gets the job done.
Boy, that is so organized. You are astoundingly organized. Do you have $100 or $200 in your entire build?
Inside the van?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 100. Well, the mattress was the most expensive thing. It was like $89. But other than that, everything is less than 200 at the very most.
At the very most.
At the very most.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks. You got to see 5 new vehicles in this category, and I hope the contrast of seeing them one right after another really helped you to visualize a lot better of different ways of doing things, and that you saw that and it piqued interest, and you saw some things you liked. Maybe you saw some things that you were thinking about doing, and you think, no, I really don't want to do that. So of all that you saw, what was the thing you liked the most that you thought, you know, that's such a good idea, I'm going to copy that? So if you'd write it in the comment below, that'd be great. We can all learn together, and we'll go in and read each other's comments and think, yeah, I thought the same thing when I saw that. Really? I thought that was a good idea. And that's, you know, we all have different ideas. We're all so different, you know. But hearing from each other is very helpful, I think, all the time. So if you got anything out of this video, then like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up button, and we'll talk to you later. Bye now.